5 through 10 for Job, and this will be the last one of today. Let you guys sit on it. And I know I'm not the best of reader, but I'm here to read the Word of God, and it's been weighing on my heart. Okay, chapter 5. Call now, it is there be any of that will answer thee, and to which of the saints wilt thou turn? For wrath killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. I have seen the foolish taken root, but suddenly I cursed his habitation. His children are far from safety, and they are crushed in the gate. Neither is there any to deliver them, whose harvest the hungry eaten up, and taken it even out of the thorns, and the rubber swalloweth up their substance. Although affliction cometh not forth of the dust, neither doth trouble spring out of the ground, yet man is born unto the trouble, as the sparks fly upwards. I would seek unto God, and up to God would I would seek unto God, and unto God would I commit my cause, which does great things and unsearchable marvelous things without number. Who giveth rain upon the earth, and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. He disappointeth the devious of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They met with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor hath hope, and inquire stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty, for he maketh sore and bindeth up the he woundeth, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7. There shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be held from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. At the destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in the league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and thou shalt not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy speed shall be great, thine offsprings as the grass of the earth. Thou shalt come to thy grave in full age, like a shock of corn cometh in his season. Lo, this we have searched it. So it is, hear it. So it is, hear it, and know it. Know thou it for thy good. Chapter 6. But Job answered and said, Oh, that my grief were thoroughly weighed, and my calamity laid in the balance together, for now it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words are swallowed up. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me, the poison whereof drinketh up my spirit. The terrors of God do set themselves in array against me. Doth the wild ass bray when he has grass, or loweth the ox over his folder? Can that which is unsavory be eaten without salt? Or is there any taste in that white of an egg? The things that my soul refused to touch are as my sorrowful meat. Oh, that I might have my request, and that God would grant me that thing that I long for, even that it would please God to destroy me, that he would let loose his hands and cut me off. Then should I let yet have comfort. Then should I yet have comfort. Yeah, I would harden myself in sorrow. Let him not spare, for I have not concealed the word of the Holy One. What is my strength, that I should hope? And what is my end, that I should prolong my life? Is my strength the strength of stones? Or is my flesh of brass? Is not my help in me? And is wisdom driven quite in me? To him that is afflicted, pity should be shewed from his friends, but he forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. My brethren have dealt deceptively as a brook, and as the stream of brooks they passed away, which are blacklashed by reason of ice, and wherein the snow is hid. What time they wax warm, they vanish. When it is hot, they are consumed out of their place. The path of their way are turned aside. They go to nothing and perish. The troops of Tema looked the companies of Sheba waited for them. They were confounded because they had hope. They came thither and were ashamed. For now ye are nothing. Ye see my casting down and are afraid. Did I say, Bring unto me, or give a reward of me of your substance, or deliver me from the enemy's hand, or redeem me from the hand of the mighty? Teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred. Teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred. How forcible are right words, but what doth your arguing reprove? How forcibly the right words, but what doeth your arguing reprove? Do ye imagine to reprove words, and the speeches, the one that is desperate, which are as wind? Ye otherwise overwhelm the fatherless, and ye dig a pit for your friend. Now therefore be content, look upon me, for it is evident unto you if I lie. Return, I pray you, let it not be iniquity, yeah. Return again, my righteousness is in it. Is there iniquity in my tongue? Cannot my taste discern perverse things? Chapter 7. Dang, these some big words. Is there not an appointed time to man upon earth? Are not his days also like the days of the hiring? As a servant earnestly desires the shadow, and as a hireling looketh for the reward of his work, so am I made to possess months of vanity, and where some nights are appointed to me. While I lay down, I say, When shall I arise, and the night be gone? And I am full of tossing to and fro unto the dawn of the day. My flesh is clothed with worms and clouds of dust. My skin is broken and become loathsome. My days are swifter than the weaver's shudder, and the spent without hope. And are spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is wind. My eyes shall no more see good. The eye of him that hath seen me shall see me no more. Thine eyes are upon me, and I am not. As the cloud is consumed and vanished away, so he that goeth down the grave shall come up no more. He shall return no more to his house, neither shall his place know him any more. Therefore I will not refrain my mouth, I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I a sea or a whale that thou settest a watch over me? When I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaints, that then thou scarest me with dreams and terrifiest me through visions, so that my soul chooseth strangling and death rather than my life. I loathe it. I would not live always. Let me alone, for my days are vanity. What is man, that thou shouldest magnify him, and that thou shouldest set thine heart upon him, and that thou shouldest visit him every morning and try him every moment? How long wilt thou not depart from me, nor let me alone till I swallow down my spittle? I have sinned. What shall I do unto thee, O thou preserver of men? Why hast thou set me as a mark against thee, so that I am a burden to myself? And why dost thou not pardon my transgression and take away my iniquity? For now shall I sleep in dust, and thou shalt seek me in the morning, but I shall not be. Chapter 8. Then answered Biddah the Shuhite, and said, How long wilt thou speak these things, and how long shall the word of thy mouth be like a strong wind? Doth God prevent judgment? Or does the Almighty prevent justice? If thy children have sinned against him, and have casted them away for their transgression, if thou wouldest seek into God's betimes, and make thy supplications to the Almighty, as thou wert pure and upright, surely now he would awake for thee, and make the habitation of thy righteousness prosperous. Thou thy beginning was small, yet thy later end should greatly increase. For inquiry, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. For we are but of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow. Shall not they teach thee, and tell thee the utter words out of their hearts? Can the rush grow up out mere? Can the flag grow without water? Willis is yet in the greenest, and not cut down, it wither before any other herb. So are the paths of all that forget God. So are the paths of all that forget God, and the hypocrisy hope shall perish. And the hypocrites shall hope shall perish. So are the path of all that forget God, and the hypocrites' hope shall perish. Whose hope shall be cut off, and whose trust shall be spider webs. He shall lean upon his house, but it shall not stand. He shall hold it fast, but it shall not endure. He is green before the sun, and his branch shooteth forth in his garden. His roots are wrapped about the heap, and seeth the place of the stones. If he destroys him from his place, then it shall deny him, saying, I have not seen thee. Behold, this is the joy of his way, and out of the earth shall others grow. Behold, God will not cast away a perfect man, neither will he help the evildoers, till he fill thy mouth with laughing, and thy lips with rejoicing. They that hate thee shall be clothed with the shame, and dwelling place of the wicked shall come to naught. Then Job answered and said, I know it is so the truth. But how should man be just with God? If he will content with him, he cannot answer him. 1,000. He is wise in heart, and mighty in strength. Who hath hardened himself against him, and hath prospered, which removeth the mountains, and they know not, which overturneth them in his anger, which shaketh the earth out of her place, and the pillars therefore trembled, which commandeth the sun, and it riseth not, sealeth up the stars, which alone spreadeth out the heavens, and treateth upon the waves of the earth, which marketh Arcturus, Orion, Pleiades, and the chambers of south, which doth great things past finding out, yea, and wonders without numbers. Lu, he goeth by me, and I see him not. He passeth on he passeth on also, but I perceived him not. Behold, he taketh away, who can hinder him? Who will say upon him, What doest thou? If God will not withdraw his anger, the proud helpers do stood under him. How much less shall I answer him, and choose out my words to reason with him? Whom thou I were righteous, yet would I not answer, but I would make supplication to my judge. If I called and he had answered me, yet would I not believe that he had hearkened unto my voice. For he breaketh me with a tempest, and multiplieth my wounds without cause. He will not suffer me to take my breath, but fill me with bitterness. If I speak of strength, Lu, he is strong, and if of judgment, who shall set me a time to plead? If I justify myself, my own mouth shall condemn me. If I say I am perfect, it shall also prove my perverse. Though I were perfect, yet would I not know my soul. I would despise my life. This is one thing, therefore I said it. He destroyeth the perfect and the wicked. If the scourge slay suddenly, he will laugh at the trial of the innocent. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the face of the judges. Therefore, if not, where and who is he? Now my days are swifter than the past. They flee away, they see no good. They are passed away as the swift shifts, as the eagle that hath to the prey. If I say I will forget my if I forget my complaints, I will leave off my heaviness and comfort myself. I am afraid of all my sorrows. I know that thou wilt not hold me innocent. If I be wicked, why then labor I in vain? If I wash myself in snow, water, and make my hands never so clean, yet shalt thou plunge me in the ditch, and move own clothes shall abhor me, for he is not a man. I am that I should answer him, and we should come together in judgment. Neither is there any daysman betwixt us, that might lay his hand upon us both. Let him take his rod away from me, and let not his fear terrify me. Then would I speak and not fear him, but it is not so with me. Chapter 10. Last chapter. Well, not the book, but last chapter of the stream. My soul is weary of my life. I will leave my complaints upon myself. I will speak in the bitterness of my soul. I will say upon God, do not condemn me. Show me where thou contentest with me. It is good unto thee that thou shouldest oppress, that thou shouldest despise, and the work of thine hands, and shine upon the counsel of the wicked. Hast thou eyes of the flesh, or seest thou a man as man seeth? as thy days of the days of the man, and thy years of man's days, that thou inquirest after mine iniquity, and searchest after my sin? Thou knowest that I am not wicked, and there is none that can deliver out of thine hand. Thine hands have made me and fashioned me together round about. Yet thou dost destroy me. Remember, I beseech thee, that thou hast made me as the clay, and wilt thou bring me into dust again? Hast thou not poured me out of milk, and curdled me like cheese? Thou hast clothed me with skin and flesh, and hast fenced me with bones and sins. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Thou hast granted me life and favor, and thine visitation has preserved my soul, and these things hast thou hid is thine heart. I know that this is thee. If I sin, then thou makest me, and thou wilt not acquit me from my iniquity. If I be wicked, woe unto me, and if I be righteous, yet will I not lift up my head. I am full of confusion, therefore see thou mine affliction. For it increaseth, thou huntest me a fierce lion, and again thou showest thy marvelous upon me. Thou renewest thy witness against me, and increase thine indignation upon me. Changes and war are against me. Where then hast thou brought me forth out of the womb, and that I have given up the ghost, and no eye hath seen me? I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave. Are not my days few? Seize them and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little. Before I went, I shall not return, even in the land of the darkness and the shadows of death, a land of darkness, a land as darkness itself, of the shadow of death, without any order, and where is light is a darkness, and where the light is as darkness. And where the light is as darkness. End of chapter 10.